on the air. Pops, what time is it?
It's Chomp time.
It is Chomp time indeed. You do not seem very excited about it.
Yeah.
I am Mike. That is Pops. This is the Chomp Time Podcast. This is season 2, episode 12.
Yeah.
Which I have dubbed Free Fallin.
Yep. Love Tom Petty, but this is where we're at.
We are free falling. Jam-packed episode today. We are going to talk a little bit about the state of Gator football. Might even talk about a little bit of Gator basketball.
Yeah.
We will talk some fantasy football.
Love fantasy. Yeah.
We will talk some poker.
Ooh, poker again. Okay.
Yeah.
It's going to be more than a half an hour. Okay, here we go.
No, we'll probably hold this to about a half an hour.
35,
and we're going to have a Pops off. You're pretty excited.
Oh, I'm ready.
And a Mike Strikes Back. So we got all sorts of things. Let's go quickly. Let's get right into it.
Yeah.
Gator football is not looking very good at the present moment. Your thoughts after watching the Kentucky debacle?
Well, I've been a Gator fan for over 60 years.
Sure.
And I will tell you, that was one of the most pitiful performances that I can remember. You know, I don't like the word quit. I don't like how it's being thrown around that everybody quit. No, not everybody quit.
No.
Did everybody give 100%? No, not everybody gave 100%. You know, it's a shame we're in the position we're in. But you know, the university caused this, unfortunately, because they picked the wrong coach. And the problem that you have is when you fire a coach midseason, it's downhill. And I love all these people online. Oh, we're gonna win, 3 out of 4. No, we'll be lucky to win a game going forward. We're not beating Ole Miss. We're not beating Tennessee. Florida State is, only because it's at our place, it's a 50-50 game. That's about the only victory that we have. And it's really sad for the state of Florida right now that two of the prominent programs for decades are right where they are, Florida State and us. It's appalling. It really is. I don't have much else to say.
Yeah, I once again have not found a way to pile money upon money in my bank. So I am still in the restaurant profession. I didn't see a single snap or a single down of the game. And you texted me at some point. It's a good thing that you didn't watch any of this.
That's correct.
Because it was pretty embarrassing. All I needed to do was see the stats, and I could see that DJ struggled yet again. I could see just by the stats that I'm sure there's some dudes out there that were busting their ass every single play. But I guarantee you it wasn't all of them. Just by looking at the stats, looking at the final score, seeing a little bit of highlights here and there, you could see it.
I think the first game of the season, before the first game of the season, I told you the most valuable player on our team was not DJ. It was Jaden Baugh. To me, he is the heart and soul of the offense because how we do with him is how we go. This offensive line was ridiculous against Kentucky. It was horrible. And he was fighting. Here's a guy who never gave up. This guy fought for every freaking yard. And I think he ended up with 70 yards. But he had like 20 something carries. It was horrible to watch this he's fighting on his own trying to get this. Horrible.
Yeah, I mean, who knows who's going to stay and who's going to go? And I can't really blame.
I don't care at this point.
I can't really blame any of them.
Yeah.
We're not going to know who our next coach is until after. I think they're gonna wait for a no from Lane Kiffin, which we'll get into in a second.
Yeah.
Because we're playing Ole Miss at Ole Miss this weekend.
Yeah.
But we're not going to have a new coach until way after the early signing period. It's probably going to be mid-January before we even...
Well, you have to go through the bowl games because most of the coaches we want are going to be in bowl games.
So, but it is 2025 and it will be 2026 at that point where you can build a roster relatively quickly with the current rules that are in place.
Yes.
But I have a feeling that we're going to be losing a lot of dudes.
Well, here's the thing, and I agree with you. If you look back at prime time when he went to Colorado, he cut 55 or whatever you want to say. 55 players out of his 85 were gone. I mean, either by where I'm not gonna keep you.
Yeah.
Go into the portal, whatever it is. Now he did bring his son, and he brought in obviously Hunter, and two superstars for the college level,
Right.
And that helped his team. But after a couple of years of being above 500, he's on the skids.
Well, yeah, but
now.
even with that, there's two sides of that story. So what Dion did, he basically just came in and said, "This is my job." He probably got clearance from the people that hired him.
Agreed.
I'm going to rip apart this, this roster and do what I wanted to do and build it up. But they weren't. Yeah, he got a Heisman Trophy out of Travis Hunter. They retired his number and Shadour's. Shadour had some great numbers his final year.
He did.
But they didn't win a lot of games. Now, the flip side of that is Mr. Signetti at Indiana. He went into Indiana, and it wasn't as, scrutinized as much as what Dion did to the roster, but he went to Indiana and brought 25 or 30 different guys, most of which were from JMU, and he resurrected that roster, and it led directly to wins. Lots of them.
I understand he had only a handful, 5 4-star or above. He didn't have any 5 stars, but he had 5 4-star players. That's it. And he had nothing but 3 stars on the entire roster. I mean,
what he's done at Indiana, I've never in my lifetime,
unbelievable.
I have never seen a head coach on any level do what he has done in 2 years.
Listen to me, the game of the year right now, I can't wait, is going to be Indiana Ohio State for the Big Ten championship. That to me, because this guy, he's a coach. He's a coach.
They don't play each other in the regular season.
No, they don't. Indiana right now has Wisconsin this week at Wisconsin, no big deal, and then they have Purdue. The Wisconsin games at Wisconsin at Indiana, and then Purdue on the road.
You know what I saw about a fact about or a stat about Wisconsin that I'm still not even sure. I didn't get to look it up to fact check it. They won. They beat somebody this weekend. It was the first time in 4 years the Wisconsin football program had beaten a ranked team.
Yeah.
First time in 4 years.
Yeah.
I remember Wisconsin with Ron Dane and just the rushing attack, a bunch of different dudes, and just wow. So anyway, we might lose a bunch of guys, and if we do, we do, and we will have to rebuild one way or another with guys that remain, or if we have to build a brand new roster. That remains to be seen. The game against Ole Miss, let's briefly talk about it. I think a couple things. Lane Kiffin has not said no at all to the Florida job yet.
Yeah, he's trolling us.
He's probably trolling us. He's probably, his agent, Jimmy Sexton, is probably telling him to, be vague so that I can get you as much money as possible with Ole Miss and all that stuff. But if there is a chance that right now, that he wants to go to Florida, this game this weekend might take that away, because I have a feeling, I'll give you my prediction right now. I think they're going to beat us 48-10.
I don't have us getting beat that bad, but it's possible. It really is. I mean, if we play like we played against Kentucky, yes, 48-10. And I'll be honest. All I'm looking for in the last 3 games is to score. I just want to keep the thing, because I have no hope that we're going to win 3 games or we're going to lose all 3 games. I just want us to score. Listen, had they not fumbled that punt,
Kentucky game,
we might not have scored. We might have tried a field goal somewhere down the road, but we might not have scored.
Well, the 2 streaks that the Florida football program still has alive is we haven't been shut out since 1988.
Correct.
We have the longest being not shut out streak in the country. And then I believe we have the longest streak of having at least one player drafted in the NFL draft.
Yeah.
So you got to hang on to anything you can at this point.
Yeah.
Brighter days are ahead, but we are free falling. So let's move away from.
I got us 38-6.
38-6.
We're going to lose. Yeah.
Trey Smack is going to get a couple field goals.
That's what I'm looking at. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. Well, let's move on to let's go into fantasy football. So we have we drafted 2 teams together, and we decided that One of our draft picks, we have one team league is 12 teams. The other league is 10 teams.
Right.
I am not saying this articulately, but let me get some momentum going.
Levels.
Let me get some levels of how I speak English and pronouncing words in order in complete sentences. So team number 1 in a 12-team league is 5-5.
Yeah.
Our other team in a 10-team league is 5-5 as well.
With 3 wins in a row.
And that's the team you're managing.
Yes, sir.
3 wins in a row.
Yes, sir.
And you are wearing a Bears hat. And I want to know why you're wearing a Bears hat. Other than we're from Chicago and we've been Bears fans for a long time. Why are you specifically wearing that hat today?
Well, I'm wearing it because there's a light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light. We finally have a coach. Ben Johnson, this guy understands offense.
Yes.
And we got a coach.
Yes.
Believe it or not, most people think, that our quarterback, is worse than he was last year. Look at his stats. His stats are better than last year, and they were pretty damn good numbers. Believe it or not, here's what I'm going to tell you. This is the laughingstock of the NFL. We're finally going to have a quarterback in the NFL from the Chicago Bears that's going to throw for 4,000 yards. Has not ever happened in the history, and the Bears were one of the founding teams in the NFL. We've never had a quarterback throw for 4,000
I would venture
yards.
to say, and future Mike will have to look this up, that we're the last franchise to not have a 4,000-yard passing.
No question.
There's a bunch of franchises out there that have had 5,000-yard passing.
Caleb Williams,
5,000 yards.
He's been spectacular, and he's, second-year player. He's had some problems, but this guy gives you 100%. And,
he does.
And what he did in that game to come back from 10 points down, now it really helped us that Dart got hurt, and he didn't play the fourth quarter. But Caleb Williams took the team on his back the last few weeks.
And we drafted on your team. We drafted Jalen Hurts, I think, 3rd round.
Yes.
And you have purposely started Caleb Williams over him.
Yes.
The last 2 weeks.
And guess who else I have on my roster?
Loveland?
Stafford.
Oh, you have.
I have 3 quarterbacks, and because I'm not giving those 2 guys up.
No.
I'm just going to let them sit on the bench.
Yeah, you're playing defense with them, so you don't have to face them on another team.
Correct. And so I got Williams. His numbers have been spectacular.
Yeah, the last couple of weeks he has outscored Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
So it's great. So that team is on the rise. And the one thing I don't like about fantasy football, there's a few things I don't, but the one main thing I don't like about fantasy football is my penchant for sometimes consciously and unconsciously rooting for injuries. I do not like rooting for injuries.
I just want an ankle sprain, nothing serious.
I hear you all the time. Yeah, take a couple weeks off. You're still going to get paid. And I never root for career threatening or life altering injuries, but I do find myself from time to time. Now, we reached in both leagues for a certain running back that a certain John Gruden at one point earlier in the summer said, he's going to get the ball a lot. So we reached out
for Mr. Harvey
early for RJ Harvey and the Denver Broncos.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't want to root for a J.K. Dobbins injury.
Yeah.
I basically just said J.K. Dobbins is hurt every year. A lot of players are, but he certainly is no different. He's hurt every year. You don't have to root for it. It's going to happen.
Right.
It looks like he might miss this week's game and possibly more.
Well, the good thing is about Harvey is he takes the pass out of the backfield, and which is really helping us out points wise. He's been on double digit points the last 3 weeks.
Even not starting.
No, he's doing a nice job of that. But that'd be a nice thing if he starts.
He's got to have like 7 touchdowns as a backup running.
It helps us out a lot.
So he's in our starting lineup for both our teams. We are both 5-5. If the playoffs started today in both leagues,
we're in.
We barely get in both teams. So we are going to have to go at a minimum, in my estimation, given all the factors, including points for as the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
We're going to have to go 2-2 at least for each team to be comfortably in the playoffs.
I agree. I'm playing against the best team in that 10 team that they lost last week. They were 9-0. They finally lost a game, so they're 9-1. They're loaded. I think this is the last week, if I'm not mistaken, of buys. I think
Okay.
everybody's gotten their buys in.
Yeah.
There's a couple players I saw that were buy, but this guy's team is loaded.
But we
And
are in the thick of it, Pops. Which with
Yeah.
your team,
I like it.
so my team started 4-1, and I didn't even like it that much. But I'm like, yeah, we're winning, so I'm going to make the playoffs. Then it kind of took a nosedive. Your team was 2-5 at one point. You're now 5-5. I'm 5-5. We're in the thick of it for both of them. I really like how we did it, where we drafted both together,
Right.
and one of the leagues we had pick 6, the other league we had pick 10 or 9, and we purposely picked different players,
Right.
so we weren't relying too heavily on RJ Harvey's the one guy that we both really liked for both of our teams and got him at a certain point. So hopefully he comes through for us this weekend, and I can't wait.
I'm ready. Fantasy football, it's when you're winning, it's kind of fun. When you're losing, it sucks. Know? And so I always the first thing I look at when I have my team and I'm looking at my opponent is, tell me nobody has anybody on Monday. I just want this thing to end on Sunday. Please let it end on Sunday. And in the last 2-3 weeks, that's the way it's been. So the Monday night game is, I watch it just to watch it.
Yeah, it's so much fun when you have one of your guys score a touchdown or have a big game and maybe you're blowing out your opponent or you're going to get a win. Yeah. But when you're losing, when you're on that, a 3 or 4 game losing streak and the guys you bench are blowing up, like having a great game on your bench, and the guys you're starting are doing shit, then you switch them and then they,
This is the first time that I can remember that I'm looking at my bench every week. There's nobody that's blown up that I didn't play, which is really good. I mean, that's what's kind of what you like, is you don't want some guy that you're hesitating on. I mean, I got 2 quarterbacks on the bench, so they're going to have high points. I just got to make sure that the guy I played has got the most points, and I've been lucky the last few weeks that's what's happened. I think Stafford had 7 more points than Williams did this Sunday, but it didn't matter because I won by 25 or whatever it was.
You know what I've noticed, just thinking about the last 10 seconds, this has not been a very funny or amusing or entertaining episode.
Well, I think it's amusing because we got 2 teams that are 500 and we're all excited.
We are excited. Yeah. But nothing funny's happened yet.
Well, I'll tell you what's exciting, that we got college basketball back.
Okay, college. We can talk about briefly college basketball. The Gators are not going to win back-to-back. We're not.
Well, here's the thing.
We'll go to the Sweet 16.
Here's the thing. You never know what's going to happen when you get to the tournament. Yeah. A lot of things. Nobody picked us to win the tournament. I mean, it was like, okay, we were one of the teams, but you had Duke. Yeah. You had all these other teams, Houston. You had them all lined up, and we ended up winning. I mean, so the problem that we have right now is the 2 guards that we brought in, just like we had the other 2 guards. Yeah. Our front court is outstanding. Of course. Just outstanding. And the problem is that the 2 guards right now are trying to find themselves. Yeah. Lee from Princeton was 2 for 13 in threes. Yeah. I mean, he'll find himself. I'm not worried about it.
In a win, I might add.
Yes. I mean, he'll find himself. These are the games you play. If you look at our schedule, we're got to play Connecticut. Oh, yeah. We got to play Duke. Yep. I mean, we're lined up, which is good. I like playing against the top teams. Yeah. Forget about what you're ranked every week.
Boogie looks the part. Yeah. They need time to gel and they both are kind of point guards, so they got to find a way to coexist both on the court and then off the court.
I think Brown is going to come in, the other transfer that came in. I think he's going to do a good job, and I think Ingram, if he gets a little bit more playing time,
he looks good.
He looks good. He's a little bit, he's a freshman, so
skittish.
But it's going to be fun.
Yeah, I think we'll go to the Sweet 16. That's my prediction. All right. We were going to talk a little bit about poker. I don't want to talk much about it other than. Are
you still playing?
As you know, I quit drinking 6 years ago. Yeah. I quit smoking cigarettes coming on 12 years now.
Fantastic.
I never did hardcore drugs. I only smoked weed, and I never really got into that. Yeah. The women that I find attractive are not looking at me very much. So I need something other than sugar. So I have continued to play poker. But I've been faring I've been playing better. There's so much going on. I'm just fascinated by Texas Hold'em.
But you're just playing tournaments, right?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, cash games. It's very volatile.
Yes.
You could win $300, $400, $500, $600. You could lose $200, $300, $400 if you don't leave and you're just on tilt and you're headed to the ATM. Well, I was playing tournaments until they decided, oh, we're not going to have $60 and $70 tournaments anymore. The lowest tournament they have now is $100. I'm just like, but the luck is starting to turn.
Okay.
And I love going there. The luck is starting to turn. I'm playing better. I'm noticing more. I'm making better decisions overall. It doesn't always necessarily.
But you go, because you worked in Vegas.
Yeah.
For what, 7, 8 years, whatever it was. That wasn't that
5
long?
years.
5 years.
Yeah.
When I went to Vegas, I always had one rule. I brought the amount of money that I knew I was going to lose.
Yeah, I don't have that rule. So we're played by the seat of my pants. But I'm playing better. I'm actually using that vice to develop some kind of patience, which I've never had in my life. Patience.
No, I can tell you that.
And the 3 P's are the key to me winning. Patience.
Yes.
Position.
Yeah.
Which is huge in Texas.
Oh, it is.
And pots.
Oh,
Patience, position, and pots, which are also in alphabetical order, which I like. So the 3 P's, I follow that, and I'm usually winning or making great decisions. If somebody hits some shit on the river, then I curse out everyone I know, but that's fine. Then I'm good 5 minutes later.
So you have a rolling thing here of how much you're at as an
yeah. I absolutely don't monitor that until I start winning more consistently. Then I'll start taking down what I. Anyway, all right, so let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's go to, I'm excited for this Pops Off segment. Pops Off is just basically, get your timer ready.
It's brought to you by,
hold on, let me think. It's brought to you by the Circle K near me. The Circle K is this great deal. It's $3 for a jumbo beef hot dog, a small bag of chips, and a 32-ounce drink is $3. It's 2025.
Well, I tell you can go to a Costco and a super dog. I mean, these are big dogs.
I don't have a membership. I want nothing to do with Costco. I've applied to Costco about 700 times and not fucking once have you offered me a job. Costco, you could go to hell. I want nothing to do with you. But I hope your business goes down in flames. But I hope Sam's Club wipes you off the face.
But the coconut hot dog is $1.50.
Don't care. I hope. No, I'm not going to say that. All right, so Pops Off. Throw it up there, Mike. Get a little music.
Now,
Pops Off.
I need more than 30 seconds.
We're going to give you 45 seconds, Pops. And are you ready? They start right now.
Okay, for all you guys and girls that are looking for jobs, going to get out of college, I will tell you one thing. Play a sport, whether you play in high school or wherever you do, become a coach. And I'll tell you why to become a coach. This is football. The average coach in football in Division III gets $56,000 to start. Division II, $60,000 to $65,000. The average Division I is $1.5 million, from $800,000 to $1.5 million. If you look at the big schools like the SEC,
you're out of time. Come on.
The average is $8 million. Okay? And I'm telling you, I don't care about the clock. I'm just going to tell you.
Time!
No, I'm going to tell you a couple other things.
All right.
Not only is it a great job during your career, okay, because there's plenty of freebies that you get with this job. Everything. You get to be a coach. They give you a car. They give you play in a country club. You get it all, okay? And now it takes time. But there's 136 Division I schools, and then you got Division II, Division III. Same thing with basketball. But let me tell you what the greatest part about this is.
You were going to get
If you become a coach and you become one of the top coaches, of the 100 schools, okay? I want us to give you some numbers. Kelly, $53 million. Lanning, $56 million. Sarkeesian, $60 million. Dabo, $60 million. Day, $70 million. And here's the kicker. Kirby, $105 million. What are those numbers? That's their buyout.
Oh my God.
That is their buyout. Kirby has $105 million buyout.
So if they fire
So
him,
I'm telling you, you go to college, start coaching.
I would do that. Quick question. You thought you were going to get all that in 45
No,
seconds?
I was going to get it in.
So you said 45, but you knew it was going to take at least a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Coaching.
If I could go back.
Yeah.
Now, I will say, to be the devil's advocate of what you just said, there's only 14 SEC jobs.
16.
And is there 16?
16.
Whatever. But the guys those are the highest paid coaches on the planet.
Yeah.
But what you said prior to all those millions of dollars is still a good living, and you're coaching a football team.
A Division I team, okay?
$1.5 million.
It's $800,000 to $1.5 million to be the head coach.
That is a lot of money. And once again, you're coaching a football team. And if you go to Division I, you are getting basically paid all that plus free plane rides. You're going to play in cathedrals and everywhere you go, you get put up in a nice suite. You get free food. You get per diems. Yeah, if I could go back to high school, I would do coaching in one way or another. So take care of your teeth and be a coach. Those are our two. And maybe be a law-abiding citizen. That would be good too.
And before we get done here, a little congrats to to my granddaughter.
Yes.
Okay. Whose team won their conference Division III soccer. She starts as a freshman, has third most minutes, made all conference as a freshman. They lost the conference final championship game to the team that they beat to win the original conference 1-0. I felt real bad, so they didn't get a chance to play in the NCAA. So.
It happens, but it's also my goddaughter.
Yes.
And the best thing about all of that, I think, is it very much appears that she's having a blast.
Oh, she loves
it out there. Yeah. She loves playing the sport again, and she loves her teammates.
University of Dubuque.
So good for you. Congrats.
All right.
I'm going to end off with Mike Strikes Back.
Yeah.
Throw it up there.
Dancing?
Mike Strikes Back. I don't need a counter. I just want you might have noticed, you might not have noticed, Pops, but I'm going to make an announcement in Mike Strikes Back.
Okay.
And the announcement is simply this: I quit most Gator groups on Facebook.
Good for you.
Yeah, I unjoined, unfollowed most of them. There are some people in there that are sane, but the vast majority of you out there are out of your minds.
Yeah.
I don't wish DJ harm. I don't wish Napier harm. I'm not toxic because I say negative things about the program. I'm not toxic. I'm realistic.
Yeah.
And it's not a fine line between the two. Toxic is way up here. Realistic is down here. I'm realistic. When I see great play, great coaching, I'll be the first one to say it. When I see subpar players, subpar effort, people not pulling their weight, I will say it. And I say it about myself all the time in the same vein. But calling me toxic over and over again, I'm the reason why we've gone through this many coaches. No, I'm not the reason. I've been watching football for a good 40 years. And anybody that can see and have been watching football for 40 years, we know what we see. We know greatness. Being a Florida Gator fan, we've seen championship teams. We've seen not so good teams in both basketball, football, and other sports. We know what it looks like.
Yeah.
Don't call me toxic because I wanted our coach fired when I knew he sucked after year one.
Yes.
Don't call me. So I'm going to look for other Gator groups. The other thing that pisses me off, Pops, is there's a couple hundred Gator podcasts. And I get it. We are knee deep in competition, and competition from people that have played the sport, that are former Gators themselves.
Yeah.
Big name. Like Pat Dooley has Steve Spurrier on every week.
Yeah.
Shane Matthews. You're going to listen to Shane Matthews before you listen to us. However, in all those groups combined, there's probably at least 100,000 Gator fans in those groups.
Yeah.
And not one of our podcasts, as entertaining as we are,
Yes.
and as good looking as we are, as factual as we are. We believe in the truth, making people laugh, and our beloved Gators in that order.
Yes.
Now, one of our episodes has garnered like a couple hundred views. Not because, so most of you aren't even trying it.
Yeah.
You need to get on the boat.
Yeah.
I need more money. I need to get out of restaurants so I can watch my Gators whenever I damn well please and be like this guy who does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, because he's retired.
Yeah. 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 Give us a shot. I mean, it's like...
I spend a lot of time editing, and I think it's pretty good. I am as hard on myself as anybody. I'm as critical of myself as anybody. I've watched tons of different Gator podcasts, and we're far down the line as far as technology wise, audio, video.
Listen, our performance, it's terrific. We don't have to have all the bells and whistles and all this split screen and all that. No, we don't need that.
But I will stand by my running commentary at the bottom.
Yes.
I will stand by my little
second to none.
My pictures that pop up. If you have any idea like about references from 80s, 90s movies or 70s movies or music in that era, I'll throw up little pictures. And one of our 6 followers what is her name? What is Mom's friend's name that says she used to work with? I think she's a redhead.
Yeah.
She says I'm clever. You're damn right I'm clever. I am clever. And you all are missing out on it. This is the best podcast you're not watching. And it's bothering me. So we took a week off and I cried my eyes out and I wallowed in my tears. I felt sorry for myself hours on end, staring at the wall. What do I have to do other than better microphones and better filming and better content and maybe a better co-host? What else do I need to do? So on that note, watch, laugh, tell a friend, subscribe, send money. Come on, Gators! Get up and go! Beat those Ole Miss Rebels. Good luck to them. We're not going to. Goodbye.